access for everyone. Yeah.
I tried for a little while, a couple of years ago, to figure out if there is a business to be built around repatriation of money back into India. Remittances are quite high.
Yeah.
I think the amount of money that goes back to India is about 150 billion a year.
Yeah. I think I read it's the highest remittance market in the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is there were no off-ramps back then in India for a stable coin per se, and the government, very rightly so, is disincentivized to provide an off-ramp for a stable coin that is backed by the American dollar in a way, by virtue of what happened when the US sanctioned Russia and the SWIFT. I mean, you don't want to... I don't see where the incentive lies for the Indian government that runs a really tight fiscal policy by virtue of, the oil shock and everything else that has happened in the recent past, to allow for an ecosystem like that to foster. Because once you provide an off-ramp, you don't know if people start transacting in it. You can't really monitor USDC in that way. Yeah. So I don't know if that business opportunity is there. Have you guys considered Coinbase? I know you guys came into India at some point a few years ago, and you're probably coming back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So on the stablecoin point, yeah, I mean, I think every country has the right to have sovereignty over their own money, and I know India is that's very top of mind for them. So every country in the world, like these major countries of the world, they're all creating digital versions of their own fiat currency, right? So that a lot of stablecoins today are dollar denominated, but there's euro stablecoins and yen.
But none of them are working.
Well, I think you're right. Like the US has actually been forward leaning on that. And I would be certainly an advocate of India having a digital rupee that in a stablecoin format that has clear legislation backing it. That's what really caused it to take off in the US. Because without that, you're right, like people are going to be tempted to have dollar-backed stablecoins. And I think India should be forward-looking on that, just as they've been with UPI and all those things that it's kind of the envy of the world in terms of digitization in every other category. So they might as well have a digital rupee. And you're correct, Coinbase, actually, we did try to launch back a few years ago, and we had trouble accessing the UPI system. But we've got that fixed now, so we're actually planning to relaunch in India on Monday, and I believe we're now the first international player in India that has a local license and access to the local payment rails, and we registered with the FIU, and so we've got a local entity, local license, and yeah, I'm excited to have Coinbase live again in India.
Can I ask you like a far extrapolated question?
Yeah,
we have a need to get more dollars into the country in exchange for rupees. What kind of product or ecosystem under what you're building can help us foster that? Like